All right, 12.8, division with polynomials. This is going to be one we'll use pretty extensively during this lesson, but you won't be probably using this again until probably like maybe even calculus or some point in time. You could use it later on in like other math classes, but it's not something we use extensively. Okay, let's go and let me go and just get out my highlighter here because I'm mainly going to be highlighting the process. I kept all the example problems just kind of as is, and you'll see why. We'll work out one, but then we'll kind of see how it goes from there. So in this lesson, we're going to divide a polynomial by a monomial and divide polynomials by using the division algorithm, which I'll end up showing you. Let's look over here at example 1 and notice that we have the divide each polynomial, okay, by a monomial denominator. Whenever you have just a single term denominator, we can separate this guy out. So let me kind of come in here and I'll show you what I mean. You can take x to the third and just put the 3x here. And then notice we got the minus, so we're going to have a minus 6x squared all over the 3x. And then we've got this positive, so we'll have a positive 2x over 3x, and then notice we can come in here and just go ahead and start reducing down. Since I have a 1x here, one of those is going to go away, one of these, and that'll go to a power of 2. Notice here this x goes away, and then this will go to a power of 1, and then both these x's cancel. Then we can start looking at our coefficients. Here we've just got 1s. Notice here this will reduce to a 2, and this will reduce to a 1, which obviously you know we can just go and just bring that down. So let's go ahead and rewrite this now. And we can have, well, notice here the 3 is going to go ahead and stay on the bottom. So we'll have x squared on top all over 3 minus, well, notice here we're just going to have that 2x left. So we have 2x, and then plus we're just going to be left with the 2/3. And that would be simplified. Okay, so notice we've taken something that's a division statement and we've turned it into just a quadratic, sort of. I would personally want to go in here and get rid of all the what do you call it, the fractions, so you can multiply everything here by 3, and then that would look a lot nicer. So let's continue on here, and I'm going to show you what we mean by the division algorithm. For polynomials P and D, okay, the division algorithm gives Q plus, okay, that's the quotient, plus the remainder and then the denominator, where the denominator cannot equal 0. Where Q and R are polynomials and the degree of R is less than the degree of D. Okay, let's see what that means. Let's give us an example here. Okay, we're going to simplify 6x squared minus 7x minus 2 and then all over 2x minus 1 by using long division. Okay, we're going to rewrite this whole statement just like we've done before, where you're going to rewrite this as 2x minus 1 goes into 6x squared minus 7x minus 2. And if there was any sort of like descending order missing, like say there was like say no 7x here, you're going to go ahead and fill that in with a 0. But this one, everything is in descending order. We got 2, 1, and then no powers of x. So let's continue on here. Okay, what they're doing here is notice on this first term here, they're going to take this 6x squared and then divide it by the 2x. That gives this 3x, and that is what goes right there. And then they multiply everything back out. Okay, so notice I got the 3x squared times 2x gives me the 6x squared, and then I've got 3x times negative 1 gives me the negative 3x, and then we're going to subtract this whole statement right here. Okay, notice that's what's happening. We're subtracting this from this. When you do that, okay, when you're subtracting, notice what's going to happen. You're going to have to come in here and change all your signs. So you're going to get negative 6x. These guys are going to cancel out. Let's see what I mean by that on the next term here. Okay, notice here, these guys cancel. They distributed that in here, so you got negative 7x plus 3x is going to give you the negative 4. And now we start the whole process over again. They're going to do this negative 4x, okay, divided by negative 2x. So you get this negative 4x all by 2x, okay. Notice they're bringing down this negative 2 here, okay. So they're going to start this whole process again, okay. So I just kind of want you to be aware of what's going to happen. Okay, bring this in just like you would in division, okay. Come back in here. Notice what I said here is happening. Okay, you get the negative 2. put it there, and then multiply this guy back out, okay, into everything over here, and then that's what we're getting right here. And then we're going to subtract everything again, okay. Notice once they do that, okay, you get this negative 4x, okay, multiply it by, notice how they're going to take this multiplication, put everything in the parentheses, multiply it. It's going to start changing everything, because then it's going to start making it to where we can start reducing down, okay. Once you do that, you end up with this negative 4. Thus the quotient is 3x squared minus 2, and the remainder is 4, okay. Well, you're not done yet, okay. I want you to remember that whenever you put this into the form, okay, that it has, okay, that it's going to look like this. In the form q plus r over d, we can write this as 3x minus 2, which is what we got on top. Our remainder goes on the top here, and it was a negative 4, so we get this minus 4, and then you got this 2x minus 1, okay. And then what you can do, you can go in there and start multiplying everything back out, and then you would get back to your original quotient. Okay, this is only going to be able to be done a few times as once you start working examples, and then it'll make a lot more sense.